we'll look at lap 19 and lap 16. So George Russell's pole lap, lap 19, and his next best lap, lap 16. We look at the overall time. Clearly lap 19 is faster during first sector and also the second sector, as would be expected. He's also slower in the third sector, which you would also expect, by 0.027 of a second based on this data. And apart from that, everything else is faster or the same, with the exception of the average speed, which is interesting. Some slight decrease in total throttle time, which we'll get into later, but also less time on the brakes. When you look at the telemetry data, in this case the speed time data for the 2 laps, the lap 19 is the slightly darker trace, lap 16 is the slightly lighter trace, and you can see that he is faster. Basically he's equivalent, he's slightly faster in the run up, in the run down from turn 2 to, or technically turn 3 to turn 4. Slight difference in speed there, but apart from that he basically matches his speed throughout the lap. A slight increase here. When we look at the controversial section, we do see a slight roll off in speed here, between here and here, where he carries on for a little bit longer. This is where he claims to have, well, he doesn't claim, he's actually reduced his top speed, and this is evident also in the acceleration and braking trace. We can hide the braking, and we can see again lap 19 is a slightly darker one. This is lap 19, this is where he comes off the throttle, and this is where he comes off the throttle on lap 16. So yeah, there definitely is a clear lift. But if you look at the gears, he's also finding a slightly higher gear in this point too, which is an interesting data point. We won't really know exactly what that means without having access to their data. We can also look at the lateral G-force. Again, this is an estimated lateral G-force. This is the lateral G-force, the estimated lateral G-force for the last 2 corners. Again, 19 is a slightly darker trace, or no huge difference between the lateral Gs in the second to last corner here or the last corner here. Whilst he may claim, and the data would indicate, that he did lift off the throttle, the actual performance lost through coming off the throttle appears to be pretty negligible in the context of the lap, and has overall reduced in this sector 0.027 seconds, which is nothing in any meaningful way. So should he be on pole? That's for other people to decide. In my opinion, no, I don't think he's done enough to safely lift. If he crashed into Max Verstappen's car there, all hell will be to pay. They changed the rules based on Colapinto earlier in the year, and for them to let George Russell get away with this seems utterly obscene at this point. But the FIA do what the FIA want, and who knows if they will actually take a serious look at this as a safety concern. Anyway, that's all for me now. If you like telemetry deep dives into Formula One data, please like and subscribe the channel, and we'll see you all after the race tomorrow.